What's going on, Hero Wars fans out there? Tegridy Farms, No Time for Love, Dr. Jones. We're going to get into the details of this great Gale event. As you notice, like all good Hero Wars players, we have special events marked on our calendar. And like all ADD players, we forget to put stuff up on the screen. So here you can see the event calendar, the Great Storm, and they will have some minor information on the fandom, but honestly I don't like fandom and all of their ads because they're annoying. They make me do stuff that I don't like doing. They make me look at ads that I don't like seeing. And the stupid box being there is a pain in the butt either. But anyway, long story short, it's a pet event. You want to save up all of your eggs. You're going to get bonuses for summoning. We're going to go to the Russian page because it's a lot more, the layout's a little bit easier to see everything. So here's our great Gale as we translate long bad weather. It's a 3-day event. We're looking at getting VIP up to level 7. Chaos buying emeralds up to 70,000. A lot of real world money. Spending emeralds up to 90,000. Fight after flight. This is capturing battle points. We'll get into that. Spending energy up to 15,000. Summon up to 80 pets, so save up to 80 eggs. You can do that all at once. And then the courage of the reward. This, you want to save at least 3 portal charges or 4 portal charges. If you start an adventure when you have 3, you can sit in that adventure for 1 day till your 2 portal charges becomes 3 portal charges. And that gives you the ability when you're completed, if you finish properly and follow the instructions, you will get 12 chests, 4 at a time, times 3. 3 times 4 is 12. So, that being said, the real details of this event are kind of about this image here. So let's get this into a centralized place where we don't look at that text, if we can. I'm not sure how it looks on that. But long and the short of it, in the middle of your screen, and when I say that, I mean, like your main desktop, the main page, here, over here on the side where they always are, will be this great Gale event. And essentially, the further you get into, each one of these is going to be worth a small amount of points. And those points will build up to enable you buff defense against the storm. The storm will be constantly causing pure damage from the center out, so the outside edges will be easier, and it really doesn't 100% matter which direction that you go. However, this is in essence the best we could find over 29 guildmates practice and experience. What's most important about this, in my opinion, is this. Wallet fighters and players that do not level their team correctly will hate this event. They are going to hate it. A lot of them will skip it. A lot of them say, oh, if you skip it and you don't do anything, all of your moves or whatever get translated into chaos particles. And I think that is true. However, that was the sour grapes excuse as to why they didn't succeed. Now, as many of you that are new players are probably unaware, there are a number of tricks that older experienced players will utilize, especially with certain heroes. For example, you see it a lot probably with Kira and Kark and other lines, where essentially, to get into this, you understand that all of these tabs on the side of your hero are modifiers, correct? These modify the ability of the hero. Primarily is skill. Before you start this event, you must and this is not a suggestion, this is a you have to have your team, your heroes, all of your heroes that you use in this, they have to be at your team level or above. When it begins, and it might change daily, I'm pretty sure it sets the defense the day you begin it. However, you might have 3 days to do the whole thing. You might get 3 attempts to do it. I can't exactly recall. My point is this. Proper hero leveling we call the half full method. At level 65, and this hero is not at all there. This is a brand new team. But at level 65, let's find somebody that's close. You might be close. Not really, but as you can see, we kind of lost interest in him. Point is this, your skills should be all at max level to your top level of your hero. If I sent this Jew into that event, he would die so fast it wouldn't be funny. Your skins, not a particular, that's a bonus of course, but you want at least up to level 21 on your default skin or any other skins. For your glyphs, you want these at least always at 10 if you're using that hero. Probably 15 or 20 once you get to level 65, because 20 is half of 50, right? That's half of full, half of max. Your gift of elements should be at 15, and your artifact should be 3 stars at 50, 51. Again, that's perfect world math. This is real world reality. As free to play, or unless you have Valkyrie's favor all the time since the beginning, and you've always kept on top of it, and you've always re-upped it, you'll be okay. But everyone else is going to be struggling to have the airship artifacts for your heroes properly set. Now this team is getting really close. As you can see, we've kind of lost interest in Alvanor. We've dropped out of investing too much into his artifacts. That could change for this event. We'll see. But here you can see that we're working 3 stars and 2 stars on each of our important heroes. And again, this is server 54 or 55, one of the two. And on that server, these are all brand new teams, less than a month old, couple 3 weeks maybe. So like I just got Jorgen, and he's a 30 to summon. I'm on the way of getting Leon and Kai, as they are 80. We've gotten Andvari, and we're working to bring him up to second fiddle next to Aurora. And as you can see, get a little glimpse, the heroes that are down here, except for Kai, he's only down there because I don't have the experience juices or potions when I summoned him. All these other ones, I wouldn't even bother. Kira, easy to defeat, just have to have Leon. Astaroth, easy to counter, you just need Celeste. We have Celeste for all of the 80% Astaroth lines. We have Cornelius for all of the twins lines. We understand Isaac does really well against the twins. But for new players, they'll probably not be aware of the leveling trick for the twins. So Cornelius will one-shot Lars, and then that kind of runs its course, makes it easy to beat. Still, that's what you want as far as your skins and your half-max mods. I'll grab this real quick because I'm here. The point with all of this is, if you pay attention and you just do as people suggest, be sure that the defense on this event is set to be a lot like the tower. Now, the one thing that is different, as I mentioned, as you go around this, you can't really see it, and I'm not sure how to zoom in easily, unless I guess I could do this. Let me turn that off. Let's do it this other way. Let's do it like that. And zoom in. Now here you can see these little things are numbered. And what you can't see per se is the amount of charge that it takes. Here you can see that one says 20, right? That one says 30. Those are not completed yet. Those were actually left over because before I learned this route, I was going straight up to get the buff over here, up. I was doing it different. The red circles, those are the buffs. The blue circles are towers, just like in Adventure, and these will have those little energy beams going to the middle. Unless you pay money to either burn energy or otherwise get more of those chests that will give you the moves, you're not likely to get to the boss. But that doesn't really matter, because in this event, the boss trophy is the exact same as all of the other hidden chests. And the reason that this path is the way that it is, because as you get close to a chest, when you are one square away from it, you will get a notification that says chest is near. Still, smart money is to get all, because if you're going to go to the middle, you're going to need all of these anyway, because each time you get like 5 or 10 buff against the Great Storm buff. So once you get to, I think at this point is where you're evened out, because this one is 50 and you'll have 50. But once you're above the defense on the Gale, it's not really per se an issue, and a lot of these will be similar and or the same. But what you will see is as you go through these, all of the different bosses and bad guys from all of the different hero campaigns and missions and adventures will all be in here. So you'll have to fight those to continue to advance further. When the screen opens, this green line is not there. When the screen opens, it looks like a big, I don't know, like a big sphere, spirally thing. And just like this inner circle, all of them will have those little charges, the numbers, and then the amount under it, which tells you, for example, this is 20 storm damage. That's 30 storm damage. That storm damage is pure damage. Armor and magic defense will not protect you. Last time in this buff space, there was a remove or reduce pure damage buff. Was not up here or here. So anyway, the blue, I messed that up, didn't I? The blue is your buffs, the red are your towers, and this tower isn't circled. So that's my correction for correcting myself. I still haven't had my coffee yet. Give me a break. So that's our Great Gale event. That's what we're looking at for the weekend. If, as a reminder, within that, just to go through it, you can open up the 12 chests. That's 3 adventures times 4 chests. 3 times 4 is 12. You can summon pets up to 80. You can burn up to 15,000 energy. You can complete 45 battles. That's not likely. 35 isn't too uncommon, and 25 we found was pretty easy. But that's going to give you more of the bonus things. You can spend up to 90,000 emeralds. You can buy up to 70,000 emeralds. Up to VIP 7 gets a bonus, and it's a 3-day event. So hopefully in a quick nutshell that covers the reality of this special event. Be sure to stay tuned, like, subscribe, do all that goodness, because that's the only way that we know that you're there paying attention. And if you have comments, drop them in the bottom. If you've done this event before and you remember it and you have some suggestions, all help is welcome and fair play. So thanks for tuning in. Clem Hawkins, Tegridy Farms. We've already done the elemental season. We're looking for the guild page. Come on, guild page. There you go. And let's get some text over image banner. So for Tegridy Farms Guild on server 54. Actually, we're no time for love, Dr. Jones. So we're out of here. Peace.